Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at my 1950s or 40s, I'm not sure what the year is, manure spreader being pulled by my 1955, 54 TO20 Massey Ferguson. That's what we're doing today on the farm. Alright, so this thing is cool. So it's a ground driven manure spreader. So what you do is you load your product into the belly here, and then you engage these bars. So this bar engages and it drops that assembly down, and then when you pull it, these giant gears that'll rip your fingers off if you got your hands in them spin this. Obviously I can't do it because now it's engaged. And then there's a little gearbox over here. Let me unengage. I don't know if that's a word or not. Let's see here. This does something too, I'm not sure yet. So this is back up. But when you're pulling it, all this mechanism here moves to throw stuff out. And then I think this here engages the floor. So let me pull this chain off. So if I move this, yeah, this engages the floor, which is right here. So you can engage it with this. This bar is broken, or it looks like somebody put in a bar here with a chain that you can engage the floor with. And it's got these notches in it, so you can control how fast your stuff comes out. But I just think this thing is cool. Ew, old yellow rims. So what I'm doing today is I'm just going around and doing the grease fittings. So we've got one here, we've got one down there, we have one right there. I believe there's one right in there. There's one, I believe there's one on each one of these pieces. Let me see here. I'm sure there's one on here somewhere. I'm sure there is. Maybe it's on the inside. I'm not sure, but I imagine there's one in there. There's one here. There's one here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, down here, up here, down there. So basically on every pulley or every bearing there's a grease fitting. So let me grab the grease gun and we'll get to going on it. Alright, so see if we can get some grease in them. I'm pretty sure the guy that I bought it from, which was somewhere in Canyon, Texas, told me he was able to grease all of this. We'll just see. Looks like it's taking grease, so that's good. I don't see it coming out yet. There it comes. Ooh, that took a lot. Okay, I got to get that lugger off. All right, on to the next one. All right, so here's the next one. Oop, looks like it's coming out. Okay, that's good. All right, so I'm just going to go around and I'm going to hit all these fittings. All right, so I got everything greased. I had one grease fitting that would not take any grease. I replaced it and it still wouldn't take any grease. So imagine at some point that bearing is going to have to be taken out and fixed, but I ain't doing that now. So just kind of messing around with this thing to see if there's anything else that pops up. I don't think so. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and just put some oil on this chain. And then let's see here. Oh yeah, we got that chain there. Like I said before, I'm not going to put any material in it today. So we got cattle right where I am, right where I would need it. So that will have to wait. But that'll only be in like a week or two, because we're selling the cattle here. Let's see, we're selling the cattle on the 9th or 8th of July. So they will be gone. Then I can open up the gates and get the cattle out of here, get the poop out of here. That'll be great. But let's take it out and make sure this thing works before we load it with manure. All right, here we go. Let's clutch out. Up a little bit. Good. All right, so I don't have anything engaged right now. I'm just going to pull it out. That's cool, that big old gear back there. These machines with no guards on them, they'd really hurt you if you messed up. They were unforgiving. Okay, I'm going to drop this handle. We'll engage down there. I'm wondering if there's it actually cut, take two. It actually moves better, getting some grease in there. But I'm gonna see if I can put some oil on this part here, you know, in here. Oh, let's see here. I don't know if it'll do anything, but makes me feel good. Okay. Okay. I'm sure it's gonna spin so much better. I don't even know if the camera's looking at me. That's how much of a professional YouTuber I am. If you could even call me that. Okay. Now we're gonna engage this mechanism back here. Dropping the handle. This whole assembly comes down. Okay, that's locked in. Let's see how we do. Lower this down a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so the floor's not moving. It's not moving, probably because I told it not to move. So we will engage this, which drops that mechanism down. We'll run it all the way down and see what speed that is. See if I can lower this a little bit more so I can see that floor. There we go. There we go. If I move this up a little bit, maybe halfway, we'll see if it makes this floor go any faster or not. So I got it about halfway now. Nope, it goes slower, I think. It'll go a little faster. It's hard to tell. I don't know. I'm just gonna drive around for a minute and let everything kind of get the new grease worked in. Make sure it still works. You want to load it up. Yeah, I got the sound of it. Let's see if the clicks go any faster when I move it back. Is that there? Should drop all the way in. I think it's just on a knob. Down. Here we go. Ouch! All the way down is much faster. Not by much, but it is faster. I think this thing's ready to get loaded, spread some manure. I'm excited to do it. We should see cats in a week, and then we'll get on to clean up these rocks a little bit. Good. Alright. Appreciate y'all watching. Wow, I can't speak today. Appreciate y'all watching. Please hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see ya.